First exalt. Ready. Run.
The conqueror is up. Instruments. Trumpet sound attention. Trumpet. Play music.
Once again, good afternoon and welcome. Today, the United States Army, Military District of Washington, represented by the soldiers of the 3rd United States Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, and the United States Army Band, Pershing's Own, pay a special tribute to several soldiers who are retiring after many years of distinguished service to the United States Army and our nation. Participating in today's review, from left to right, is the United States Army Band, Pershing's Own, formed in 1922 by then Army Chief of Staff, General John J. Pershing. The United States Army Band is the premier band of our senior service. Pershing's Own provides musical support for ceremonies and special events in our nation's capital and throughout the United States. The United States Army Band is under the direction of Command Sergeant Major Julian Ayers and led by Drum Major Rob Moore. Elements of the Old Guard include Bravo Company, commanded by Sergeant First Class Brett Rumping and led by Staff Sergeant Stephen Urey. Next on line is Charlie Company, commanded by Sergeant First Class Colt Stafford and led by Sergeant First Class Josh Morrison. Next on line is Honor Guard Company, commanded by First Sergeant Adam Pugh and led by Sergeant First Class Andrew J. Following is the Commander-in-Chief's Guard, patterned after the unit created by General George Washington in 1776 to be his personal guard. The Commander-in-Chief's Guard is commanded by Sergeant First Class Joshua Jenkins and led by Staff Sergeant Joseph Talanagi. The last element on line, dressed in the Continental Musician's uniform, is the United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps. During the American Revolution, musicians wore the reverse colors of their parent infantry units. The men and women of the United States Army Old Guard, Fife, and Drum Corps maintain this tradition by wearing redcoats instead of the infantry blue. The Corps is led today by Drum Major Aaron Morgan.
Pershing's Own.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving into position is the commander of troops for today's ceremony, Command Sergeant Major Philip D. Whittington, Jr., Command Sergeant Major, 3rd United States Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard. Since the days of the American Revolution, the colors have been one of the most important elements of a military unit. Therefore, taking the center of our formation in just a moment, and bearing the national color, is the nation's foremost color team, the 3rd Infantry's Continental Color Guard, led by Staff Sergeant David Weston. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the advancing of the colors.
Advance colors!
Please be seated. The history of the 3rd United States Infantry Regiment reflects the growth and development of our nation. 55 well-earned campaign streamers, 2 Valorous Unit Awards, 5 Meritorious Unit Commendations, and 5 Superior Unit Awards attest to the Old Guard's record of bravery in action and achievements during peacetime. In 1922, the War Department granted permission for the Old Guard to pass and review with bayonets fixed. The Old Guard will now fix bayonets to the traditional beat of the drum. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the reviewing stand are the reviewing officials for today's ceremony. Colonel Ingrid V. Beertowel, Chief Warrant Officer 4 Lori L. Wasserman, and Command Sergeant Major Deidre K. Nevels. Accompanied by the host, Major General Alan M. Pepin, Commanding General, United States Army, Military District of Washington, and Command Sergeant Major Franklin Velez, Command Sergeant Major, Military District of Washington.
Post it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the advancing of the colors and remain standing for the United States national anthem.
Colors. Forward. March.
Sir, the person be honored and the colors are prayer.
Present the command. Shoulder. March. And 1, and 2, and 3. Reset. On. 1, and 2, and 3.
Detachment. Present. On. Detachment. Order. On.
Please be seated.
Order. On. Order. March. And 1, and 2, and 3. Ceremonial. At ease. And 1, and 2.
Stand. Ceremonial. At ease.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Pepin and Command Sergeant Major Velez are moving to the floor to honor the retirees. Please feel free to applaud for your retiree as they are called. Headquarters Department of the Army Special Orders. By order of the Secretary of the Army, the following soldiers of the Department of the Army are retired. Colonel Ingrid V. Beardhowell, Dental Corps. Chief War Officer 4, Lori L. Wasserman, Adjutant General. Command Sergeant Major Deidre K. Nevels, Adjutant General. Colonel Saeed I. Ahmed, Medical Corps. Colonel Nacy J. Eloise, Judge Advocate. Colonel Sunset R. Belinsky, Public Affairs. Colonel Joseph A. Berger, Operations Research Systems Analysis. Colonel Gary J. Cregan, Logistics. Colonel Jason S. Davis, Aviation. Colonel Lynn E. Ditzler, Medical Services, and Major Dan T. Ditzler, Medical Services. Colonel John J. Finkel, Jr., Chemical. Colonel Stephen G. Hansen, Finance. Colonel John K. Harris, Signal Corps. Colonel Alan R. Horner, Infantry. Humberto I. Jones, Logistics. Colonel Neil E. Page, Medical Corps. Colonel Clay D. Pettit, Finance and Comptroller. Colonel Mark A. Spinuzzi, Military Intelligence. Colonel James J. Stein, Medical Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Tyra D. Fruge, Medical Services. Lieutenant Colonel Cleopatra Lawson, Finance and Comptroller. Lieutenant Colonel David R. Maldonado, Medical Services. Lieutenant Colonel Robin L. Ochoa, Signal Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Pedro J. Ortiz, Chemical. Lieutenant Colonel Kenneth D. Phillips, Military Intelligence. Lieutenant Colonel Rhonda R. Powell, Adjutant General. Lieutenant Colonel Rhonda C. Pugh, Logistics. Lieutenant Colonel Timothy J. Ruthmeyer, Field Artillery. Lieutenant Colonel Wanda I. Santiago, Adjutant General. Lieutenant Colonel Keith H. Smith, Medical Services. Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey A. Stanlagi, Signal Corps. Lieutenant Colonel J. D. Sterrett, Armor. Lieutenant Colonel Sid A. Taylor, Chaplain Corps. Major David A. Awanda, Medical Services. Major Garrett H. Carr, Military Intelligence. Major Dina S. Gomez, Logistics. Major Donald R. Owens, Logistics. Major Eunice E. Owusu-Boadi, Finance and Controller. Major Joseph H. Wheeler III, Judge Advocate. Chief War Officer 3, Jared A. Harbert, Military Intelligence. Command Sergeant Major Patrick M. McDougall, Psychological Operations. First Sergeant Tammy E. Cross, Military Intelligence. Master Sergeant Daniel Chacon, Finance. Sergeant First Class Brandon L. Berry, Cyber. Sergeant First Class Andy X. Hernandez, Military Police. Sergeant First Class Jermaine O. Holder, Military Intelligence. Sergeant First Class Brian D. Lauro, Field Artillery. Sergeant First Class Ellen C. Lovett, Chemical. Staff Sergeant Tatum John V. Dialdo, Medical Services. We are proud to recognize these soldiers' devotion to our country. We wish them happiness and prosperity in their well-earned retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the posting of the colors.
Staff, right, face.
Please be seated.
Coach, ready, cut. Ceremonial. At ease. Coach, stand at ease.
Staff, ceremonial at ease.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Pepin.
First, I want to congratulate the audience for your participation. Job well done. Before I start, I realize no words can truly embrace the gratitude of our nation, our Army, and the soldiers that have served with these retirees. I will try to do my best, but I understand I will fall short. Fellow general officers and flag officers, command sergeant major, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, retiring soldiers and your families. Colonel Ingrid Beard Howell, Chief Warrant Officer Lori Wasman, and Command Sergeant Major Dieter Nevels. Job well done as a reviewing official for today's retirement ceremony. 80 years of combined service between the three of them. And they only knew they were going to have to do one more ceremony in March, about 2 minutes before we started this. So well done. On behalf of the 40th Chief of Staff of the Army, General James McConville, it is my honor to host today's special ceremony in recognition of your service to our nation. Welcome and thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing this ceremony with this amazing group of American patriots. Whether here in person or virtually, this is a special ceremony. Special for our retirees, special for their families and friends, and special for our Army. You have truly honored these professional soldiers and honored their Army families with your presence, both person and virtually. I'd like to start by recognizing the outstanding soldiers of the Old Guard and the United States Army Band, Persian Zone. These great soldiers to your front represent over 1 million professional and dedicated soldiers in uniform today, and they look great. They make this ceremony, just like everything else they do, look and feel special. We cannot talk about a retiree without discussing the selfless service, which is one of our Army's values and something that each of these soldiers that just stood before you has clearly exemplified during this service. In fact, this group of 50 diverse retiring leaders represents 1,292 years of selfless service to our nation. And if that was enough, collectively, they represent over 81 years of combat service. As selfless servants, they have dedicated themselves to the profession of arms, in some cases for over 35 years, putting the welfare of the nation, the welfare of our Army, and the welfare of their subordinates before their own. To the American public, they are simply soldiers and Army professionals, but to us, they are Army family, and we are bound by a common thread of duty, honor, and country. During the span of their careers, these professionals did everything their country asked of them and more. Everything from deterring and fighting enemies in combat to training soldiers in partner forces at home and overseas. They have informed the modernization of our force. They adapted to strategic competition priorities and achieved a remarkable success in everything they face. To the families, I know you are proud of your loved ones as well as their fellow teammates. And I can assure you that the soldiers they led, their peers, their leaders and veterans are proud as well. I am honored to have served on the same winning team with them and with you. They served in many cases, fought in places such as Bosnia, Kuwait, Iraq, Afghanistan, Kosovo, Somalia, Poland, and South America. They trained in the hills of Korea, the deserts of California, the swamps of Louisiana, on the snow-covered fields of Europe, and other distant places, all while sacrificing time away from their families and loved ones. Our Army's commitment to our nation continues as soldiers, just like this incredible group retiring today, continue to protect us around the world and continue to adapt to readiness for competition, the next crisis, contingency, or conflict. During their honorable service, they became leaders and experts in their military skills. They coached, taught, and mentored the next generation to ensure our responsibilities to our Constitution and the defense of our nation remain our North Star. When you ask them why they serve, they will likely humbly respond, I wanted to serve my country. I wanted to make a difference. Or I wanted to serve a bigger purpose than myself. And what a difference each and every one of them has made. These great leaders kept our citizens, our country, and our allies and partners safe during some extremely challenging times. Their uniforms tell a story of the Army profession, of preparing themselves and their units, of battles fought and won, of overseas and stateside missions to aid those in need, and of valor and sacrifice. For every ribbon and every badge and every combat stripe, there's a story that is not told. The story of families who served alongside our soldiers, who shared in the sacrifices and provided our soldiers the support, strength, and courage to accomplish what our nation has asked of them. That is our families. Our families are truly the strength of our soldiers. So on behalf of our nation, I thank the families for your unwavering support and sacrifices for our soldiers and to our Army. Please join me in a round of applause for our Army families. To our honored guests retiring today, I congratulate you on a job well done. You inspire me. You stood guard and maintained the external vigilance, which has kept this country free for 247 years. I am honored to have served with each of you. You have all distinguished yourselves during a career of dedicated service to our nation, but your work is not over, as you are now a soldier for life. You are professional problem solvers, professional team builders. You exemplify the American spirit of getting things done and taking care of people. As you enter the retiree roles, I know that you are a soldier for life, and though not in uniform shortly, I have no doubt that you will continue to lead by example in your communities and serve our nation. As a retired soldier, you will continue to be a symbol of our Army and what it means to serve in both character, values, and finally, a purpose bigger than yourselves. You will always be an ambassador to our Army. I encourage you to also be an advocate and to encourage America's finest sons and daughters to follow your example. You are officially charged to ensure our Army finds the best talent for the next mission. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Army leadership and our grateful nation, thank you for your many years of incredible selfless servant leadership. God bless you and God bless your families. I wish you the very best in your next chapters of your life. Please keep those deployed and those recovering from the scars of wars in your prayers. Army strong.
Attention.
Oh, God! Attention! One and two. Toe, right shoulder. Oh! Order! Right wheel arm! And forward! And 1, and 2, and 3. Front right goes to rear. 4, snaps. More. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out! Forward! March!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Army Song. The United States Army is honored to represent at today's special ceremony. Thank you for attending and enjoy the rest of your day. Please feel free to move down to the floor and take pictures with the retirees.